Welcome back, everybody. Today's the day. We're gonna pull that turkey out of the brine in the bucket. We're gonna do a sweet rub, a really, really good rub. It's gonna bring out that golden brown, crispy up the skin, and then we're gonna throw it in the smoker. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make a good smoked turkey. If you're new to our station, please consider subscribing if you like great weekly tips. If you're already a subscriber, please start the video off with a like. Here we go. Hey, Frank. Hey, Frank. Okay, so I came out here to the smoker, set it to 220 just to get her heated up and ready to go while it gives us the 30 minutes that you want your bird to kind of acclimate. It'll give us that time to go do all of our seasoning and bird prep. So when we come out here to the smoker, it'll be hot and ready to go. All right, everyone, here's how it's looking in the brine mix in the bucket. I've stirred it a couple times, just like I told you I would in the last video, a couple times through the night. Okay, so just like I told you guys, 14 to 20 hours. We're gonna pull it out right now. It's been about 20 hours. Okay, so first step, we're pulling it out of the brine. Cold water rinse. All right, so start off by oiling your rack. Then you want to take some paper towel and pat dry the entire turkey. Start with the back up, that way you can season this side first and then flip it over and not have to flip it again. Okay, so I've done the other side, flipped it over. Let me show you how I did it. First thing you want to do is shake some Morton salt all over the skin, just like this. Nice even light coat. What this salt's gonna do is it's gonna help continue to dry out the skin. And you wanna take some extra virgin olive oil, put it all over, rub it around. What this is gonna do is it's gonna help give you that golden brown on the skin. Another thing it's gonna do is help hold your seasoning on there. Now you can use a lot of different rubs. There's tons of rubs out there. There's pretty much the same ingredients in a lot of them, so be sure to look at the ingredients and watch reviews on them. One of my favorites is Juicy Pig. We're currently out of that one at the moment. This is also another really good one. Bone Suckin' Sauce seasoning rub. There's also pork rubs by Stubbs. There's a lot of choices out there, really hard to go wrong. So you're gonna wanna get that all over. Really nice even coat. Another thing I like to do, kind of will rub it into that oil. Rub it into that oil really good. And when my hand's looking like this, I like to reach up under the skin, separate that skin, and coat that meat. See that meat right there? Oh boy, is that gonna taste good. So what I just did should not only season that turkey so good, and dry out that skin and give you a crispy skin that's golden brown and get that turkey ready for the smoker like it's ever been ready for the smoker. So that smoker should be heated up by now. Let's take this bird out there. If you're wondering what kind of smoker I use, put an Amazon link down in the description below just in case you're in the market for a good smoker. This happens to be a Masterbuilt smoker, my second generation of Masterbuilt digital smoker. I absolutely love it because I come from the original styled smokers where you have to babysit it a lot. And as life gets busy, I like having an app on my phone in the house, whether your smoker's outside or in the garage. You can pull that app up inside, look at the temperature, look at the internal temperature of the meat, see what's going on, and I can adjust it while I'm working on something else. And that works for me. And let me back up for a second. If you guys are curious how I water-based brined that turkey in that bucket, I'll leave a link to that right up here in the corner of the screen. I'll also put a link in the description below, and I'll put a link at the end of this video in case you want to go back and check that out. It might be that you're not smoking a turkey today, but you want to know these tips for when you do smoke a turkey. So, like the video, you can download this video and save it for later. That way you're prepared. Okay guys, this smoker is definitely ready to go. We're gonna stick this temperature probe down in the meatiest part of the bird without hitting a bone. And what I'm gonna do is get a secondary thermometer because I love running a secondary thermometer. So I got it set at 220. I'm gonna start off at 220 for quite a while, watch the temperature. When will your bird be ready at what temperature? It has everything to do with the internal temperature of your bird. When that internal temperature of your bird is done, that's when it's done. And you don't wanna overcook it because you're gonna dry it out. It's gonna be better to have an early done bird, pull it out, let it rest under foil, wrap it with some towels, and keep it moist, than to keep it in there because it isn't dinner time. You're gonna dry that bird out. What kind of wood chips do I use? Well, it's super popular to use apple, cherry, alder, mesquite. That comes down to a personal preference. But I learned a new tip from a guy I watch called Arnie Tex down in Texas, and he's brought my smoking game to a new level. What kind of chips does he use? Pecan. So he had said that he went down to a friend's or family's house for dinner and they cooked up the smoked turkey, and he couldn't believe how good it tasted. And he was like, what are you doing different? Because Arnie Tex is a professional smoker, barbecue dude down there. Sure, a lot of Texas knows who he is. But he's like, what did you do different? And he was using pecan wood chips. So I started using pecan wood chips, and it is super good. So with that, I'm gonna use mostly pecan today with a little bit of apple. Okay, so another thing you're gonna wanna do is fill up the tray with water at the bottom. You wanna keep it moist in there. Another thing you can put in here, and I've done it a lot in the past, is apple juice. It's another cool little trick that's supposed to help with the taste. With my second temperature probe, put it on the other side. Looks like that turkey's starting off at about 40 degrees on internal temperature, which is pretty normal. There's a lot of different cooking methods you could use. There's the methods that you go at a certain temperature by however many pounds of meat you've got. Then there's the factor of how long you want to cook it. But realistically, it has everything to do with what the internal temperature of that bird is. So you got to keep on it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to cut it out right here. As far as the cooking time, keep an eye on the temperature. At 220 degrees, I tend to cook them for about 4 to 6 hours, but it's gonna have everything to do with the size of your turkey and whatever temperature you're cooking it at. As far as the wood chips goes, I'm gonna add wood chips about every 20 to 30 minutes for the first hour plus. After that, I'm gonna stop using wood chips. Another little thing that I've done in the past, but I don't have apple juice today, is I've put apple juice in a spray bottle. So every time I go out to switch out or add new chips, I open the door and I spray the turkey with the apple juice, a few squirts. Just another trick people do that says adds a little bit of flavor. But like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I'm gonna give you a part 2 on how it turned out. It's gonna be a really short little video just to show you that it turned out amazing. So keep your eyes peeled here shortly for part 2 of smoking your turkey. So I'm gonna get this segment out just in case anybody's following along smoking this turkey. And again, if you're finding this tip helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want more. You guys have a wonderful day.